Chapter 1. A Morning at the Grand Rathore Estate. The Rathore Estate sprawled across 2 acres of lush green land, surrounded by tall walls adorned with intricate stone carvings. The majestic entrance gate swung open to reveal a beautifully landscaped garden, filled with vibrant flowers, roses, jasmine, and marigolds, that bloomed in every color of the spectrum. A tranquil fountain stood tall near the entrance, its gentle gurgle welcoming visitors. In a large swimming pool, in-house private theater, gym, and everything luxurious room, dining room, kitchens and living room. As the morning sun cast its golden glow, the estate came alive. Servants busied themselves with daily chores, gardening, cleaning, and preparing breakfast. The Rathore family employed a team of loyal staff, cooks, drivers, housekeepers, and gardeners, a testament to their affluent lifestyle. The estate's architecture was a blend of modern and traditional Rajasthani styles, with large windows, intricate balconies, and majestic domes. The interior decor exuded luxury, plush carpets, crystal chandeliers, and expensive artwork adorned the walls. Inside the estate, Shivansh pumped iron at the fully equipped home gym, located on the first floor. His fitness routine was intense, reflecting his disciplined personality. After his workout, he headed to his luxurious bedroom to shower and get ready for the office. Shivansh's room was a masterpiece of elegance, dark wood furniture, sleek glass tables, and plush carpets in shades of navy blue and grey. His king-size bed boasted crisp white linens and a sturdy wooden headboard. Floor-to-ceiling windows offered breathtaking views of the garden. As he showered, steam fogged the glass enclosure. He emerged refreshed, wrapping himself in a plush towel. His physique was chiseled, broad shoulders, toned chest, and perfectly sculpted biceps. He dressed impeccably in a crisp white shirt from Thomas Pink. Tailored charcoal grey trousers from Hugo Boss. Black leather Oxfords from Baluti. A sleek silver Omega watch from his favorite collection, Omega Seamaster. Downstairs, Devika supervised breakfast preparations in the kitchen, assisted by their skilled cook, Leela. Despite having ample household staff, Devika preferred overseeing meals for her family, ensuring every dish was prepared with love. Tejaswini was sipping her coffee after getting ready. She wore a beautiful, elegant, classy busy suit, checking news her phone. Meanwhile, Devika woke up the kids, Sid, Pari, and Sa, who were sleeping in Sid's room. "Wake up, kids. Breakfast is ready." Devika had woken up the kids Sid, Pari, and Sa, who were sleeping in Sid's room. Pari had her own room in the same house, but Sa was sleeping over since he often did due to feeling lonely at home as an only child of Devika's brother Rishabh. He loved spending time with his cousins at his bua's, Devika's, house. Devika called out, "Wake up, kids. Breakfast is ready. Hurry up so you can join Raja Sahab and everyone else on time." They quickly freshened up, Sid in pajamas with a subtle print, Sa in the shorts belonging to Sid with cartoon characters, which he had borrowed, and Pari in cute cartoon pajamas just like her. As the family gathered around the dining table, Devika presented a nutritious breakfast spread. Steaming hot idlis and crispy dosas with sambar and chutney. Fresh fruit salad with seasonal fruits like strawberries, blueberries, and bananas. Wholesome poha with nuts and dried fruits. Glass jars filled with freshly squeezed juices, orange, grapefruit, and pineapple. A pitcher of cold milk and a basket of whole grain toast. Downstairs, Raghav sat at the head of the table, sipping his juice. Tejaswini sat beside him, already dressed for the office. Shivansh sat across from them, chatting with his mother, Devika. The kids entered slightly late, but Raghav didn't comment, his expression remained warm. However, Tejaswini gently reminded them, "Kids, try to be on time for breakfast tomorrow. We want to start the day together." Devika smiled and served each of them generous portions of breakfast. Sid acknowledged her with a respectful, "Good morning, Mammy." The Pari and Sa also acknowledged everyone as a good morning. The family dug into their meals, enjoying warm conversation and delicious food together. Sa felt grateful for these moments with his cousins in Buar Devika. They filled the void of loneliness he sometimes felt at home.